I've always felt that I've had an old soul, but it's hard to kind of self-proclaim that. You need to have other people say, "Oh, I think you have an old soul," or not. So I've had people tell me that. That's nice. But also, I'm young and I've made my I've been brash and I'm still learning. So I still have a lot of road to go. But as far as songs go, I've always been very sensitive, I've noticed. And so I think the sensitivity of feeling empathy for people in hard times, I've really tried to bring that into songwriting. So I don't know, maybe that's old soul, or maybe it's just me being extremely sensitive. I can cry at the drop of a hat. So I think there's maybe a little bit of both there. I'm a big fan of Bob Dylan. I just have a Bob Dylan book in front of me today, actually. I just got one at the library. I'm a student of Bob Dylan. And many others. I go through many changes in what I like. I've also been really into Marvin Gaye and the soul Motown movement now. So, but Bob Dylan was the start, I would say. Like structure for songwriting and poetry. All those songs are just always timeless, and I think that's the goal of songwriting, is to write something current for the people today, and yet it still lives on. So I definitely think he would still be successful. The Viper Room was one of the first shows that I got to play, and I know its history. I know Johnny Depp used to own the club, and I know the sad story about River Phoenix outside there, but very historic place. It felt really monumental to be able to perform there, kind of like a staple of the old Hollywood Sunset Strip, On the ride. The current situation of the Sunset Strip as it is now is quite different, I would imagine, from what I've read and heard about how the Sunset Strip was back in, I don't know, the 60s, 70s. It was a burgeoning art scene, it seemed, and now the Sunset Strip is more glamorous. It seems like it's more about being seen. There's a lot of really hip restaurants. But I don't know if people come out there for the music so much on the Sunset Strip as much, which is kind of a change. Now it's a little more glitz and glamoury, a little like Disneyland is now. I really want to play in New Orleans. I love that kind of music vibe, and that's a rich history there. I also really want to play in New York. But in LA, I've been really blessed. I've gotten to play the main stage of the House of Blues, which is an awesome venue, and I played the Viper Room a couple times. So actually in LA, I feel very blessed to have played a lot of great venues. But I'd love to go outside and travel more of the US, explore those cities. I think that you can have a wonderful talent, but if you don't get out there and really share it with people, it is a mystery and will probably forever be a mystery. I have this very problem because I sometimes feel very shy and reserved about my songs, and now I'm at a point where I realize that it's really about sharing the songs, and it's really about reaching out to people. So I think reaching out to people is very important, and it's something I'm still learning how to do. But yeah, you can have 300 great songs and record them yourself, and they're awesome, but you gotta share them with the world, and that's work in itself, and it's fun. The song Murder by Desire comes from the idea of self-deprecation, or almost wanting yourself to lose, self-sabotage mixed within love, and that's been a common theme, a common narrative in my life that I find very interesting. So I try to share that and try to explain that to some degree, I also went through a rough breakup, and so that's the culmination of that song as well. So it's a lot of things, Hey, I'm Jack Littman. You're watching Beta Records TV.